Hey guys, and welcome to Car Guy 1999 Reviews at Infinity of Nashua. It's very, very windy out, so I wanted to start the video inside so I could talk and not be interrupted by wind noise. This is the premium all-wheel drive Quattro 2-liter turbo 4, 220 horsepower, 258 pound-feet of torque, made it through the S-tronic derivative of the DSG. Audi's dual clutch is S-tronic, Volkswagen DSG, Porsche PDK, Lamborghini, I don't know what they call their dual clutch. It's just a dual clutch. But that's what it is. They're all sort of related. Without further ado, let's take a walk outside. Just take a look at the exterior real quick, and we'll head out on the road. Woo, it's windy. Not bad at all. And honestly, this car has been a riot to drive for the past few hours. I've had it probably about 12, 15 hours or so. I drove it home last night, driving it to work this morning. You want more power? You can go with the S3 and the RS3. But I have found I'm not really asking for more out of this. Do have backup camera, into sport. Now what I've read is there is a launch control on the A3 very similar to the GTI launch control. Turn everything off, foot on brake, floor gas, should rev up. I'm not gonna try it. This car's for sale. I'm not gonna try it. I'm sure you can do some research and ensure that it's there. I'm not gonna try it. So I apologize. I wish I could, but I'm not going to. I have done launch control in a GTI, so I know how it works, and I know that this car should have it, but I haven't tried it for myself. Steering wheel, very, very good. I do wish there were paddles behind the wheel, but you do have a manual mode if you so desire. This thing rips. I mean, it's a small, compact car. So 258 pound-feet of torque, that's a good amount of torque out of this thing. This dual clutch, for an entry-level dual clutch, what do I mean by that? Because this is a luxury car. Entry-level dual clutch would be like your Kia Forte GT. That is your cheapest dual clutch. That's a dual clutch for under 25 grand. This is kind of barely one step above that. And your full-fledged dual clutch is your 458, your 488 Pista, your supercars. That's your full-fledged dual clutch. This is kind of entry level. If you've driven any of the first generation entry level dual clutches, you realize how awful they were. The early iterations of the CLA were horrendous dual clutches. I did not like them at all. This one is very, very good. I've always said DSG, PDK, S-tronic is some of, if not the best dual clutches on the market. PDK I still say is one of my favorite automatic transmissions I've ever driven. Especially in the GT3 RS, the 991.2. That car was amazing. So you take some of that trickle-down technology. Porsche's been perfecting the PDK for years, and Audi's like, hey, can we borrow some of that? Make the S-Tronic, and it works its way into Volkswagen. So you don't have to spend Porsche money to get PDK technology, at least in some form. Now, everybody's going to say, well, PDK is developed differently, and it is. But listen, if you don't believe manufacturers talk to parent companies or research other models before they make a transmission, you're lying to yourself. If you don't think Bugatti and Porsche talk, Bugatti and Lamborghini talk, Lamborghini and Porsche talk, then you're lying. I mean, look at the RS e-tron and the Porsche Taycan. They're one and the same, just a little different. At low speeds, yeah, you're gonna have some dual clutch tendencies where you lift off the brake, it's gonna creep forward almost a little aggressively because it disengages the clutch when your foot's fully on the brake. It'll slowly start to creep, and then it engages the clutch and you're good to go. You'll have little tendencies like that. That's completely normal. And this is probably the smoothest one. If you've driven the CLA, you know that it's just especially the first year of the CLA. They started to really mess with it, and now the A35 and some of the newer CLAs, that's a great transmission as well. It really is a shame that we're perfecting dual clutches as the need for them goes away. However, if we continue to develop dual clutches until electric vehicles take over, we may run into a scenario where we've developed dual clutches to a point where they can be used in electric vehicles instead of direct drive. Like the Porsche Taycan has a 2-speed automatic. We can start perfecting it where we can put a dual clutch in an electric car. I don't know, that's gonna be pretty cool. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. See you all in the next one.